So today, we're going to tackle one of the most annoying PC problems there is, those random stutters, slowdowns, and even crashes. And the best part? We're going to fix it with a super simple, incredibly powerful, and yeah, completely free tool.
Oh man, you know the feeling, right? You are just about to win the match. You're in the middle of a major project, you're finally taking down that boss, and then your whole system just gives up. It stutters, it freezes, maybe the app just, poof, vanishes. It's so frustrating. But what if I told you the problem might not even be your hardware? Yup, you heard that right. A lot of the time, the issue is actually just how Windows handles your computer's memory. See, over time, Windows can get a little, well, messy. It starts hanging on to memory it doesn't really need anymore. And that leads to a super common problem called a memory leak. Okay, think of it like this. Your PC's memory is a really popular restaurant. The games and programs you're actually using, they're the customers who need a table, right now. Free memory, well, that's an empty table, ready to go. But standby memory, that's the problem. Those are tables that Windows has kept reserved just in case, even though the people who were sitting there left ages ago. It's just wasted space, and it means your active programs are stuck waiting at the door. But here's the good news. You don't have to put up with that. There's this fantastic little tool that's basically like hiring the world's best restaurant manager. It goes around, constantly clears those pointlessly reserved cables, and opens them right up for the customers, your apps that actually need them. All right, the tool we're talking about is called Reduct. It's a tiny program that has a huge impact, and it's built to do just one thing and do it really, really well. Optimize your PC's memory on the fly. So let's get into what makes it so awesome. First off, and this is a big one, it costs absolutely nothing. Seriously, this isn't some trial, there's no freemium nonsense. It's just a powerful, trusted utility that is 100% free to download and use forever. Second, it is incredibly lightweight. I mean, this program is tiny, so it won't hog the very resources it's supposed to be saving. It just sits quietly in your system tray, does its job, and doesn't slow anything down. You'll forget it's even there. And third, and this might just be the best part, it's fully automatic. This is a real set it and forget it situation. You don't have to remember to run it. You're not constantly clicking some clean button. You set it up once, and don't worry, we'll show you how in a minute, and it just works in the background, keeping your PC happy without you ever having to think about it. So this chart right here really shows you the magic. On the left, in the before bar, you've got this typical situation where Windows is hoarding all this useless standby memory, starving your games and apps of the free memory they desperately need. But then, after Reduct does its thing, look at that afterbar. It just grabs all that junk memory and, bam, converts it back into valuable, usable, free memory. You get an instant performance boost you can actually feel. All right, so how do you get this thing working? It is so fast. Let's just walk through this simple, one-time setup that'll have your PC optimized in like a minute.
The setup really couldn't be easier. Once you open the settings, you just need to do 3 quick things. First, in the General tab, you're going to want to check Start with System and skip UAC prompt. Next, under Memory Cleanup, just go ahead and check all 6 of those boxes to get the maximum effect. And finally, in Memory Management, set it to clean automatically. You can use a timer, but my personal favorite is setting it to clean when memory usage hits a certain percentage, like 60%. Now look, you don't have to just take my word for it. The real proof is in the performance, so let's check out what actual gamers and PC power users are saying after they've tried this thing out.
Check this out. This user has it running every 5 minutes. Talk about an aggressive setup. And the results? Rock solid stability. They're saying the only thing that can crash their game now is the server itself, not their own PC. That is a massive win. And here's another great setup you can see people using. This person combines a time limit with a usage percentage. It's that perfect, balanced approach that just works seamlessly in the background. It really shows you how flexible the tool is, you know? You can dial it in exactly how you want. For anyone who plays really memory-hungry games like Dark Tide, you know the struggle. And this person says the difference is just huge. And they make a great point. While it's amazing for one specific game, the benefits really apply to your entire library. It's effective for any game. I love this one. This is so smart. This person knew that their game, Project Zomboid, usually used about 25% of their memory. So what they do? They set the trigger just above that, at 30%. And the result was a direct, noticeable reduction in lag. It's just a perfect example of smart, targeted optimization. Okay, and before we wrap up, let's cover a couple of quick pro tips. Just want to make sure you're getting the absolute most out of this tool for the long haul. First things first, always make sure you're grabbing the latest version directly from the developer's GitHub page. Also, here's a little tip from me to you. Get the portable version. You don't even have to install it. And that means if you ever want to get rid of it, you just close the program from your system tray and delete the folder. That's it. Simple as that. So what's the big takeaway here? It's that you have taken back control of your PC. With this tiny free tool and about 60 seconds of your time, you're no longer just hoping Windows manages its memory well. You've actively stepped in, you've optimized your system, and you've made your PC more stable and responsive for literally everything you do. So you've just given your PC a serious performance boost. It really makes you think, doesn't it? Now that this simple fix is handled, what other little tweaks are out there that could unlock even more potential from your machine?